Hey, it's Grottu Orloff. It's a very hot Saturday afternoon, September the 13th, 2025. 51 years ago, almost to the hour, Kolchak the Night Stalker premiered on network television for one season. Yeah, I was in fifth grade 51 years ago. No, I wasn't. I was in fourth grade. Yeah, fourth grade. What am I saying? Kolchak was a fourth grade thing. That's right. That would have been 1974, September 13th, 1974. Friday night, which is partly what killed it. The shows don't survive on Friday nights. Man, these cats are entertaining today. Are they grooming each other or are they fighting? The world may never know. Well, we got stuff to do, man. It's 92, probably 94 degrees outside, which back when I lived in Texas wasn't that extraordinary, but here that's a very, very hot day. So, and I'm already acclimated to this new climate. So, yes, it seems rather hot. Well, how about that? I've got some stuff I've got to do today, so you can come along. Actually, why don't you come with me in here? I found this little rolling cart that's meant to put a stereo or a TV on, being given away free by the neighbors, and so but I have an idea of something I can do with it. So let me find a new place for this stuff temporarily. Yeah, okay. Here's a Logan's Run puzzle that I got at I got it at a thrift store, but I just thought I've never even opened it. Never once. So, I don't know. Who knows if all the pieces are there? I'm not the type of person that likes to build puzzles too much, but I like Logan's Run. Okay, this is my wife's Sam Hain box set. Put that down here. And her, there's a Danzig action figure that I got for her as a present. Okay. Well, a lot of stuff's happened since I saw you guys last, I guess. Yeah, for sure. In fact, horrible things have happened. When we last, Charlie Kirk was killed, which was a pretty devastating thing. And it's funny, but the left-wing people are saying it was a conservative teenager that did it. Oh my God, they lie so desperately. It's really funny. Well, it's not funny. It's kind of unbelievable. Okay. I'm moving this thing out of this. I have an idea. You'll see what it is in a minute. This is a room that I'm moving that out of because it didn't really belong in this room. See, so it's going on down to the basement. It's just a piece of junk furniture, but I have an idea for it. Cat. Okay. Okay, cat, you got to get out of the elevator. Come on, man. Go on, man. Next weekend, this time next weekend, will be some fascinating viewing. The town is having its 150th birthday party, which is their sesquicentennial, and there's going to be all kinds of stuff happening, parades, vintage cars, all kinds of neat stuff is going to be happening. Buddy Holly, impersonator. So that's next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we're going on down to the basement. At some point we'll wind up in the attic looking at comic books. So those of you that are watching for comics, that'll happen. I was watching a Night Tiger, a famous YouTuber, comic book guy on YouTube. I was watching him this morning, and he went to the comics, and he says, I know this is why you guys tune in. And I meant to put a comment down below that, no, I mean, I love old comics, but I watch people's videos because of their personality. I don't care if you ever show comics. If you're someone that's interesting and I like listening to you, or you're a friend or something, I'd like to. You don't ever have to show comics, and because there's plenty of videos on YouTube that show comics, and plenty of people. So it's not why I'm here, man. I'm here for people and their personalities, and just cool, watch cool people. All right, I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Cats, why do you want to get in the way of a rolling cart? Are you out of your mind? Get out of the way, man. Come on, man. Okay. Okay, so I'm moving this rolling cart here into place. This is going to be something I think this is going to be part of my DJing, my radio DJing. Okay.
Wouldn't it be so nice if I were sleazy? I'd have all kinds of friends who were just like me. All the boys would get.
Okay. So we've got this. Now, this is all an experiment, ladies and gentlemen.
If you've seen all the other horror films, this is for you. More horror, more screams, and more fright than your wildest nightmares in Frankenstein's Bloody Terror. An all-new Super Shocker filmed in Chillorama 70mm and gory color. Now meet the Wolf Monster, a slashing, inhuman creature who prowls by night for new victims. Its terror beyond your most fearsome imagination as vampires, using the powers of witchcraft, summon the hideous wolf monster. Don't miss Frankenstein's Bloody Terror. It's a super shock spectacle of hideous horror in Chillerama 70 and gory color. Rated GP.
WFUN #1.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Welcome to the Psycho Sock Hop. Grottu Orloff playing the music of your life. Here on WFUN Radio. Let's dance, let's dance, let's dance, let's dance. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Let's dance.
Yeah, maybe instead of staring at a radio, people need to actually see me DJing.
Grottu Orloff playing the music of your life. Here on WFUN Radio. You know it.
I need a microphone. I think I know where the one is.
And the world's wickedest worm. And Captain Nazi and Mr. Adam are all taking their turn. The Monster Society of Evil. The Monster Society of Evil.
Oh man, a cat's in the window.
The Monster Society of Evil. The Monster
Whoa.
Society of Evil. We got the meanest of magicians and the fiercest of felines.
Okay.
And that back, the man with the devil's voice. You know he's next in line for the Monster Society of Evil. 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 Now they all want to see him dead, but if he says the magic word, they'll be in for the fight of their lives.
Okay.
'Cause the last thing is Captain Marvel. Here come the
Okay, this may work, but I have to have microphones. And I've got to go up to the attic, I think, to get the microphones. I think that's where I left them. While I'm at it, I might as well take a bunch of comics upstairs. Okay. So, how have you guys been? Yeah, it's been pretty horrible. Seriously, this Charlie Kirk thing is nightmarish. Oh, I didn't go. I have a lot of comic books here that I gotta take upstairs, like a lot, man. Okay. Oh, guy that's painting my house gave me some matchbooks this morning. We had to get some paint to paint the front steps, and he said, "Here's some whenever he knows what kind of stuff I like, and he collects matchbooks." And he said he got some good stuff. You know, he handed me a bag. I haven't even looked at it yet. I just remembered. Let's look at that. Well, I almost fell down. I'm walking a little bit better than I was the other night. I've learned to do some stretches that help me with my plantar fasciitis, or whatever you call this horrible condition where the bottom of your feet hurt. Okay. Okay, let's see what he's got a little envelope. Oh, these are matchbooks promoting magazines that you can't really mention. Okay, well, you're not going to see those. Okay. Cats don't belong on the elevator. Get off the elevator, Kelly the cat. All right. Move. All week long, I write little notes and put them in my wallet or in my pocket of things I need to do on the weekend. And now it's the weekend, and I have a little bit of time to do things. I need to make the yard look nice, because next week there's going to be this festival is going to stretch right to my house. There's going to be carnival rides 20 feet from my front door. It's going to be like I'm living in a carnival. It's going to be interesting viewing next week if you tune in to this channel. All right. Something wrong with you, man. Okay. Going up to the 47th floor, ladies and gentlemen. Ah, we've arrived. Luxury here at the Hotel Orloff. All right. Let's get going, man. not too hot up here. We're in the attic, man. But I have something I've got to do. I've got like so many, I need to free up a comic box. And I think over here, I've got all these comic boxes where I put CDs in them. Is that what I've done? Yeah. Well, I don't take all those CDs out, then I've got a CD problem. Solution is I need more comic boxes, but I've got some comic boxes that have VHS tapes in them. Okay, let me figure this out. It's been a long time since I've been up here. Yeah, but if you have a YouTube channel, don't think you have to show comics to entertain people. You know, people tune in if they like. If you like, people watch channels, I think, because they like the person. So just go on and talk, and I bet people like your channel just as much. I think I am going to take those CDs out of this box over here. Oh man, I hope the battery is flat. Oh shit, oh, I don't know about that. Okay. Oh. Okay, microphones, that's what I came up for. Also, I need to go back down to get the charger for this phone. Well, this is going to be a short broadcast. Here's a microphone. Here's another one. Okay. All right. Very rarely, I mean, I watch YouTube channels because I enjoy the people that do the shows. Very rarely do I host. Sometimes I've watched shows just because they're like a train wreck and they're so horrible that I'm compelled to watch. But then you get bored, you know. There's a guy on YouTube named Sticky Goose, and he started collecting comics because he had extra money and time during the pandemic, and his father had collected comics, and he had been a Beanie Baby collector growing up, but he thought, well, this would be fun. This is what my dad did. So he watched people on YouTube that told him what to collect, and he started buying all these comics and following their advice. And then I think he ultimately realized he didn't really like the comics. that he was being told that he was supposed to like. He didn't like the Silver Age comics. He liked more like the dark, modern Moon Knight or that kind of mature comics, and he didn't like having the little, they call them floppy issues. He just wanted collected editions. So now this guy's on YouTube selling his entire Fantastic Four collection. He's got a better Fantastic Four collection than I acquired in 50 years, more than 50 years of buying Fantastic Four. I'm 60 now. And he's done it all since the pandemic and now he's just selling it all on YouTube, and he's saying, "Oh, these are corny. I don't really like these." And the people in the chat are saying, "Yeah, those are the worst comics ever. Those Fantastic Four." My gosh, I can't relate to these young people, these young whippersnappers. They sure don't understand what I like about comics, but that's all right. You know, he's all right. But, you know, for a while, he got mad and started trolling all the other people on YouTube that he had watched that had taught him how to collect comics. He was mad that they had taught him wrong, and then he started smashing all his comics out of the CGC slabs because he realized that's stupid to own comics that you can't even open, which he did make that realization, and that's smart. And but anyway, so he's getting rid of all his comics. Oh well, man, don't start collecting comics. If you didn't, there's no reason as a young person to start collecting comics. It's just a curse that we have because we love these things from when we were kids. And if you didn't grow up when they were on spinner racks, why get into them now? You're buying someone else's nostalgia, and you think they're gonna keep going up in value. Well, it's gonna come a point where all the people that are into those old comics aren't gonna, be around to buy them from you, and then I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? I'm more interested in creating my artificial robot music, my AI music, and creating new, old sounding songs, and that's what I'm doing. And I get occasional comics. This last month or two has been pretty bountiful. I've gotten a lot of cheap comics, or comics have been coming to me as presents in the mail, which is great. Shannon sent me a big stack, and anyway, so now they've got to get put in a proper place instead of just winding up on top of a pinball machine, because this cat here can now get up on top of pinball machines and could, swipe all those comics to the floor. Before, on top of the pinball machine was safe from the little kittens, but now they're turning into superhumans. What is the deal with this James Gunn? Or when did they start calling superheroes meta-humans? When did that come into the nomenclature? That's some new thing that they seem to want to do, talk about. I gotta get myself a water. Well, you're probably wondering, are you still watching Peacemaker after you tore it apart a few weeks ago? And yeah, I just watched the 4th episode the other night. He is going in and out of another dimension where he accidentally killed the Peacemaker of that dimension so he can go in and impersonate that Peacemaker and live in this wonderful world where the girl that he likes in our dimension likes him, and his father is still alive and is a nicer guy, and his brother's alive, and they're all friends and superheroes together. And that's an interesting enough idea. I'm almost certain that it's going to develop as the episodes go by into a Twilight Zone nightmare where he realizes that what he thought was the perfect alternate universe is going to be a right-wing totalitarian fascist thing, because, you know, if his father is a well-loved hero, and we know in our dimension that he's like basically a Klan type villain, then you know where James Gunn's going with it. It's going to be like, because you already see there's like a terrorist group called the Sons of Liberty or something that are striking, that Peacemaker's having to fight against. And it's going to turn out those are the good guys, and that Peacemaker in that dimension is a bad guy. And then he'll have to deal with all that. Because in the meantime, there's going to be, you know, there's a dog has brought a treat up here. I guess that's I guess she's keeping extras up here. It's a lot of bullshit, this show, because it's a spin-off from the Superman movie. A lot of characters spun off the whole dimensional. Oh no, the cat's getting up here. Cat, you're not supposed to be up there, man. Horrible. Down. Get down, man. You gotta get down. You gotta get down. No good. You no good, Nick. Well, you know, James Gunn, I wanted to like the guy, but man, it's just this is kind of a dirty load of bullshit what he's done with it. And people, it's got almost all good reviews. Everyone, Rotten Tomatoes, loves this Peacemaker show. Nobody's getting it. Man, that this is you watch these Quentin Tarantino movies and you know what his little, you know, he's got like his little quirky things where he likes to show women's feet, and well, I guess James Gunn likes to show men's feet, you know, prominent in the camera, and he likes to show the lead character urinating in the toilet, and he likes to show ridiculous, perverted orgies going on, and in a superhero show based on a comic book originally intended for 9 to 12-year-olds back in the 60s. This is his, this is what he wants to do. So, okay, I've got this whole comic box here filled with CDs. Paul Revere and I'm taking the CDs out because I need to put comic books in here. Then I need to get a rack, which I can do. I can get one from somewhere where I can build it and put CDs in it. Anyway, this is made to be like an old radio broadcast, as if the Call of Cthulhu and the Case of Charles Dexter Ward, the H.P. Lovecraft stories, like they were adapted into radio dramas back in the days of radio. That's what that's supposed to be. Those were a gift from a friend. Okay, we got Roy Orbison and Soundtrack to the Outer Limits, Nuggets, Best of Lulu. Oh, the soundtrack, Mighty Hercules. It's Leslie Gore. Best of Pebbles. I think that's a drawing by Mort Todd. Pretty sure. Could be. No, I don't think so. Mort Todd did the covers to the Back from the Grave discs, which I think I just saw one of them over here. There's the Best of Martin Denny, Exotica. I think you could listen to this one on YouTube. This is she's a friend of mine from back in in Dallas, Dallas. Okay, all right. Yma Sumac. Oh, here's Mort Todd art. That's what I thought I saw. Yeah, Mort Todd did the artwork for these Back from the Grave. These are great albums, by the way. Mort Todd just passed away a few weeks ago. He was a guy that kind of revived Charlton Comics. He was the editor of Crack magazine for a while in its later days. And I think he was married to April March, who was a great, is a great singer that kind of does a revival of the French girl singer stuff from the 60s. And she's anyway, he just passed away a few weeks ago. I intended to get him on. Getting a little sweat. He was going to be a guest on this show. I was intent to get him on this show as a guest, and I was always like, well, I'm busy. I can do it next month, and then no, I'm real busy. And he probably was busy, but I don't think he. I mainly, but that was back when I first started the show. That was probably 4 or 5 years ago. Anyway, it never worked out. He went on some other show, Comic Book Historians or something, and Soundtrack to Crybaby. They did a good interview with him, Soundtrack to Hairspray, and they asked a lot of the questions I wanted to ask, so it's all good. Oh, I can't believe I just said it's all good. Oh, boy. Turning into a complete idiot. Here's Wolfman Jack on the air. Mainly, I had heard him talk about when he was, he worked with Steve Ditko, and he would sit around with Steve Ditko for hours and talk about music and movies, and there was always this, people thought Steve Ditko was this weird, inscrutable guy and it's like, no, he's just a regular guy. He just didn't kind of probably like being around comic book people, which is understandable. And he just didn't, but, he was a nice guy when you get him alone and everything. And I wanted to hear, what movies did you talk about? What music did you talk about? That was one of the things I wanted to ask him. But anyway, man, I missed the White Stripes. They were good. And the Pandoras, they were a great 60s style garage band. They later kind of went into more a heavy metal direction. Someone was trying to sue them because their music was so loud it apparently damaged some people's hearing. They were like the loudest bands, they say the loudest bands ever were, what do they say? Blue Cheer was famous for being loud, that did the remake of Summertime Blues. And The Who, and I don't know. Ray Anthony, this guy's great. Listen to his music. You can just listen to everything free on YouTube now, so just pull it up. He was married to Mamie Van Doren. Here's Pizzicato 5. They're a Japanese group, 60s style. This was the Donnas were like a female Ramones. Then they later kind of turned into a female Kiss. Margaret Whiting. Bubblegum Classics. Oh, this is a great disc. Yeah, it's The Heartbeats and Other Texas Girls of the 60s. The 60s rock and roll band, girl rock and roll bands. This is Ace Records label out of England. 50s stuff. This is one of the first CDs that came out. This is a bunch of beatnik rock and roll, and this is Patience and Prudence. Yes, indeed, great. I gotta get a CD case. The Batman theme by the Marquettes. The actual official Batman soundtrack. Here's the Batman theme. Neil Hefti, who's actually the guy that wrote it. It has actually 2 albums on this disc. Soul of New Orleans. Wesley Willis, greatest hits. Every one of his songs is exactly this. I've discovered a new guy. I can't remember his name. I'll have to think of it and put it in the comments down below. It's this guy. He sounds exactly like The Cure. He's hilarious, and he's got this song. I urinated on a butterfly, and it's so great. It's like, I urinated on a butterfly. It's just every one of his. He's hilarious, man. He's just some schlub going around England, and he does a perfect impression of The Cure. It's great. This came out, I don't know, in the late 90s. It's the soundtrack to the real Star Wars movie. This is just some exotica music, but they got, I guess, permission from Bunny Yeager to use the Betty Page Jungle Girl pictures. So that's that exists for the Betty Page pictures. The Champs, you know them from Tequila, but they did other good music too. This is comic book related. In the days of old comic books, they used to have these. Do you remember the ads in comics that said "Your poems wanted"? And you would send your poems, and they said, we'll turn them into records, and we'll send you the records. So you'd write a poem, and you'd send it off, and some guy would sit down with a guitar and in a few minutes create a song out of it. They'd press a 45 or 2 and send them to you. And people started calling them song poems. And this is a collection of the actual records that people got back from the comic book ads. It was kind of a trendy thing in the when did this thing come out? What's the date on it? I don't know. But it was cool. It's funny, you know, people, songs like Disco Dancer, You're the Answer, No More Liberty, Yippee Hippie, Psychedelic Baby, Monster Man, The Moon Men. I need to listen to that. You just type in song poems to YouTube. I'm sure there's tons of that stuff up on there. Anyway. Oh, Connie Stevens singing Hank Williams. Here's Boss Hogg. That's good. Oh, and these are very generic looking packaging, but it's Golden Records, 60s, The Avengers. This is the record that had the comic book with it, where the Captain America gets unfrozen and all that. Superman, King Kong, these are all the Golden Records ones. They just have generic covers. Yeah, you can hear all that on almost all this stuff you can listen to on YouTube and save yourself all the thousands of dollars that I spent, obviously, on all these. Here's another one of those song poem discs. Now the cat's in the box. It never fails. What is this? Oh, it's a band called She. Yeah. Primitives. I like the Primitives. They came back a couple months ago, maybe it was a year ago. They put out a new song. That's back in the old days, man. Right, Ambrose the cat, who's in my comic box. Dion. These are from some of my first CDs I bought when CDs became a thing. You know, Big Star. Las Vegas Grind. Will, man, Will. Original rockabilly and chicken bop. Rocking a lot of rockabilly here. Oh boy. Oh, this is a great CD. I bet this is just available on YouTube for free. Batmania, songs inspired by the Batman TV series. You just have no idea how much music came out in 1966 to cash in on that. There's another Boss Hogg record, White Zombie stuff. Well, White Zombie was good at one time. This is great. George Tomsko. Look him up. Listen to him. He was a session guitarist guy. He played on a lot of records that you know, like Sugar Shack by Jimmy Gilmer and the Fireballs. Let's see. He played on Buddy Holly records. Like Peggy Sue Got Married. It's like George Tomsko. It's all probably just completely free for you now on YouTube. What the hell is that? I don't even know what this is or why I own it. I don't know what that even is. Here's Shirley Bassey. Let's Get Lost, Chet Baker, Les Baxter. Okay, alrighty. This is a home burned one. Pipe organ carnival music. Okay. You don't need to see all these. Connie Francis. Love Connie Francis. This is a pretty cool looking one. The Surf Trio, Forbidden Sounds. You know, this, you can tell that this was created for people with my interest. See? Okay, so now I've taken all of these CDs here out of this comic box because I need a comic box. Now I need a place to put the CDs. So, doggone, man. Horrible. Okay. Let's start going through these comics. First, I've got some magazines that I have to read, but I need to put them somewhere until I read them, somewhere protected from cats. Let's put them in here. Alter Ego. Okay. That'll go there. Another Alter Ego. This EC Fan Addict magazine, which I highly recommend. There's a new issue of Cryptology out. Call up Kevin Johnson at Gotham City Comics in Mesa, Arizona. I think he ordered 5 or was it 3 copies? One of them's already held for me. I'm going to get it in a few days. So I think unless someone's bought them, it's supposed to come out Wednesday. I don't know if your local comic store carries all the Tomorrow's books. It's really good magazine, you know, up there with, on par with, you know, the old days of the Monster Times and cool stuff like that. What is this, man? Oh, it's a big bag. I don't even know what that's for, but I thought I'd save it. I think it might be for Treasury editions. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Some Vampirus Carmillas. So that would go after Shudder. Okay. I see. Okay, so this is a facsimile of Dynamic Comics, a Golden Age comic. Did I take the microphones down? I did, didn't I? I can't even remember. Dynamic Comics. Okay. How was I doing that? I'll put that there. Facsimile of Captain Marvel. Number 18. Facsimile of Red Band Comics. Number 2. Sabrina comic. I'll put this with the Archie comics that have to be filed. And here is Pep. Okay, that's good. Super Duck. Sabrina would go before Super Duck. Fantastic Four 8 and 9 facsimiles that need to be filed with Silver Age Marvel. Okay, here's Silver Age. Tales. Okay, that's good. Our Army at War. Fantastic Four would be before Our Army at War. Action Comics would be before Fantastic Four. Now we're starting to run out of room, so let me pull these out. All right, so I'm pulling some of these books out, putting them in this box I just freed up, and then they're going to be filed in these boxes back here. Okay, here's Iron Man 53, Bronze Age. So, let me, oh, I see. Okay, I have it filed as Fear instead of Adventure into Fear. Is that how I did it? Okay. All right, I'll go with that. Iron Man goes after Fantastic Four. Which no, it would go after Flash, Giant Size, Superstars, Guardians, Hulk. There's Iron Man 151. 153 goes before that. Okay, Silver Age Iron Man goes to a separate box. We'll put that over here. Our Army at War. Okay, I goes before O. Iron Man number 20. Iron Man number 13 goes before 20. Okay, EC reprints. Need a different category for that. Different area. I'll put that right after that. Okay, another one. I showed all these on a previous episode. Don't think I'm shortchanging you. Okay, now I need to find where the gold key books are that I need to file. Got an Underdog book. Where's Gold Key? EC, Archie, Atlas. There may not be any Gold Key. So I'll start a Gold Key section. Underdog. Okay. This is June of 1978. October 76 for this underdog. Okay, this is Harvey. This is a different, where are my Harvey books? I may have already filed all my Harvey books. I'll just put it right after the Gold Key underdog. And underdog was first with Charlton Comics. So I don't know that I have any Charlton books that are in. These are boxes of books to be filed, so that's why they're okay. So underdog 4, 8. What If goes over here. Thor, Tomb of Dracula, Weird War, West Coast Avengers, okay. Shit. Coin a phrase. Look at this shit. Why do I own this? I don't even know why it's in my collection. I'm going to use that as a buffer, as I don't have a backing. What is the Books of Magic? Is that? I don't even know what that is. I must have gotten a stack of comic books and that was in it. No offense if you love that comic. I'm sure it's wonderful, but it's just something I look at and it just makes me angry because I don't know what it is. And it looks like something that I should hate. Some things just look like they're worthy of hatred. Like these people celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, that every one of them looks like if Quentin Tarantino put on 40 pounds, then put on a wig and dyed his hair in multiple colors and put a bull ring in his nose. All these, that's what all these people dancing around, all happy that a man with 2 children had his throat blown out by some cretin. Not to get political or anything. Here's Silver Sable 1918. 13. Boy, these seem so thin. These 1990s comics feel very thin. 17. Silver Sable. Okay, this box I just cleared out with all these CDs is almost a quarter full. Okay, we've got some Harvey books. Richie Rich. Harvey was certainly a prolific company. A wonderful company, but just imagine the frustration if you wanted to ever collect all the all of them. That would just be insane. Okay, here's Pep 243. Let's see, I just saw another issue of Pep here. 220. Okay, I've got some Classics Illustrated that have a special box, but for until then, I dig that box out. They're going in this book. Oh, here's a not from the same company. This is a Classics Illustrated. It might be that they own this. It's Gay and Wilson. It could be that someone bought the name Classics Illustrated. They must have for this, but it's not, you know, obviously what this is. So anyway, Classics Illustrated. I showed these all last time. All of these were shown. You saw them all. Casper 19. Not for real. It's they restarted it. Okay. Oh, more. Okay, more Vampirist Carmilla. And Okay, this is Vampirus Carmilla 19. There's 17. Here's 20. Here's a facsimile of Superman #1, but it's too big, too wide to fit into a comic box, so it's going to be filed with magazines. And Monster Bash, which is a good modern magazine. Here's a facsimile from, I don't really like to call the early 50s the golden age. Some people call it the atomic age or the uranium age. It seems like I heard someone call it that. But it's the early 50s had a distinctively different feel than the World War II superhero era. It was a much darker time. After the atomic bomb was discovered, the horror comics, the crime, the everything of the early 50s, I look at it as a different time period leading up to the beginning of the Silver Age. But that's just me, but other people tend to agree with me. Okay, all right. Here's the Savage Sword of Conan number 69, and that goes next to this. This is a Savage Sword of Conan from just like a month or so ago. Look, this is not Marvel. This is from Titan Comics, but they've aped the look so well that it looks like it's part of the Marvel run from decades ago. Here's Eerie 118. And Creepy 80. What the heck is going on here? What are these? What are these? Oh, Scream and Psycho. Excellent. Psycho. Scream goes in front of Shudder. Psycho goes after Eerie. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. What is this? Oh, a blank backing board and bag. What the fuck is... Sorry. I was sent an extra copy of Planet of the Apes, #1. From Shannon. And an extra copy of Rook #1. That's an excellent magazine. Highly recommended. Psycho, Rook, Scream. Future World. Okay, back to regular comics. Okay, From Beyond the Unknown, #9 and #19. Yeah, 19. Whoa. So the first leaves on the ground this morning. Here's Little Archie 72. The Archies were over here. Little Archie. Here's Everything's Archie #10. That goes there. I got Hot Stuff, The Little Devil 107. Come on, Harvey. There was some Harvey right here. There we go. And Richie Rich Millions 41. Oh, is that all of them? What's under this? What are these books? Come on, what are you? Oh. Oh, yeah. Why are these here? Scooby-Doo, Star Trek. Okay, these are gold key that have to be filed, apparently. So I should put them next to that Underdog run I was building there. Where did that go? Archie, Archie, Archie. Come on, there's Underdog. Okay. Underdog, Scooby-Doo. I drove to a neighboring town about early June, I think is when I got those. But the Star Trek I got from Mike, who moved to. I think that's the one I got from Mike, who moved to another country, and now I need to talk with him, but they're on the other, they're completely on the other side of the planet, where in order to contact him at a civilized hour, I'd have to call him in the middle of the night. For me, I'd have to call him like midnight, and then I guess it would be noon for him. Isn't that weird? Okay, here's a issue of the Phoenix from Atlas. I just saw an Atlas, and here I have all the Atlas books separated too. I'm on Atlas. There we go. Grim Ghost number 3. Phoenix goes after Grim. What do we got here? What is this? Oh, Entertainment Weekly. Ugh. Jennifer Aniston on the cover. What kind of garbage is that? Okay. What are these magazines? Oh, those are EC reprints. Okay, here's Charlton. World at War. Charlton made tons of war comics and tons of romance comics. World. Do I have a Charlton? Yeah, I'll put it with the Charlton Underdog, huh? Yep. Perfect. Oh, I said perfect, man. Everyone's saying perfect. You notice that? Is that going in your part of the country? Everyone's saying perfect. That's all I hear. Perfect, perfect. Okay, I brought a stack of comics. Hold on a second. That can't be everything. There's more over here. Ow! Did I bring everything from the elevator? Oh, my feet are really hurting now. Oh, ow. I was at a local church and they're giving away books from their library, and I got this Sunday with the Family Circus. So Family Circus, along with BC, Johnny Hart, were two, mainstream comic strips that were done by Christian artists that frequently put the, Christianity into their comics. Even though BC was about cavemen, it took place before Christ. He would always have a Christmas message. Yeah. Okay, so I got this piece of shit. It's part of the this new thing where they're putting comic books into gas stations and dollar stores in order to make old people excited into thinking they're putting comics back in stores again, and it's not going to work, and it isn't. Nothing ever sells. And this is, I don't know if this is a leftover or reprint. It's like super thin. It's terrible. I mean, I got it because of the cover. I thought, well, how bad could it be? Well, it's pretty bad. I mean, the artwork's okay, but it's all right. It's just, this isn't what I considered a comic book. And then there's disgusting shit in here. Woman without a nose. The hell with all of that. Yeah, the other day when Charlie Kirk was killed, some stupid what do you call it? Dumb artist for no, I don't know. Some guy or girl, I don't know what. Sorry, I don't know what it was. Something that wrote the comic Red Hood for DC was like cheering how great it is that Charlie Kirk was killed, and so they fired him or her, the person immediately, and then they recalled the comic and gave money back to the comic stores and canceled the future issues of this comic about the Red Hood, which is, I don't even know what the Red Hood is. I think it's someone that used to be one of the Robins is now Red Hood. And Red Hood, my memory of Red Hood was what Joker used to be, some retcon they did of the Joker at some point, and now it's something else. I so don't care. Oh, here's most of my underdogs. This I think is March of '75. This is the first underdog from Gold Key. Let's get this in there, man. Charlton, Gold Key. I'm not even going to look at that. I'll put them in order when I put them into the Gold Key box. Plus, I haven't really read through them yet, so that'll provide hours of intellectual entertainment. Okay. Okay, this is from that's interesting. It's Underdog from Charlton. What I was noticing is someone wrote July 30th, 1970 at the top. Do you see that? That's done by a person, not a store. And it's dated November. That's awfully early. Unless this is a 1960. I don't know, man. I'll open it up at some point and I'll figure it out. Underdog. Probably have more Underdog comics now than Susan Muldowney, who was the Underdog lady. Remember on Howard Stern, back when Howard Stern was good, decades ago. 3, 4, 5. Then I've got 7 and 9. I've got a few more that are going to be coming to me in about a week. Of these, then I'll have every Underdog comic ever published by human beings. And this is the third series was by Harvey. What does it say on the back? Pack Rat Comics, 3872 Latimer Street, Hilliard, Ohio. Is where this must have been sold at one time. Is that comic store still in existence? Who knows? Okay. Come on, Harvey. Okay. Yeesh. Okay. Little tiny piece of comic just came off. It's Fantastic Four 103. A comic I didn't know. Why is that happening? Oh, I see. Fantastic Four. Doomsday +1, Charlton. Don't listen to Sticky Goose, whatever. The Fantastic Four was the best. It was not a... That time period of Fantastic Four was the best. Well, that's a little later period. Issues 1 to 100. That was still good, though. Charlton. Come on, Charlton. Okay, Doomsday. Ghost Manor. E-Man. This is a reprint from later, from Modern Comics. This is Adventure Comics, the revised edition that has the it's not the one that's messed up. So that's going to be filed with my Silver Age. Oh, more Underdog. This is Underdog #1, the first Underdog comic published. That goes with the Charlton. No, it didn't. It have the Underdog. I am all confused. Oh, there we go. Underdog. 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 So, how are you guys doing, man? Doing great? These are two Harvey, later period Harvey Underdog comics. Yeah, if there's some good CD rack that's easy to build that you can order from Amazon, let me know about it. Should I keep these with my Harvey comics just for a laugh? I think I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep these with my Harvey comics. Confuse my wife once I croak. What kind of Harvey comic is this? Okay. Teen Titans Spotlight goes under T. Well, there's Batman meets Deadpool coming out in a few days. I saw that there's about 50 million covers, literally, for that. There's one that says Batman and Deadpool, and it's got Wonder Woman and Captain America on the cover. Nothing makes any sense. But apparently they're in the book too. That'll probably really sell well because there's a lot of really stupid people on the planet Earth. When that happened to Charlie Kirk, it causes you to step back and kind of rethink your life. You know, it's like, what am I doing on YouTube showing comic books like an idiot? Maybe I should do a more intellectual political show because these are historic times we're living in. But I don't know. Just keep doing what I do. Heat Seeker exposed. Okay, I think I had some. What is this company? I don't even know what company this is. But I don't know if Kevin's still going to be able to get these kind of books now that Diamond is all in tatters. Come on, man. Oh, there it is. Gun Honey type books. Heat Seeker. Then there's Lady Death. Bug, I got this because it's, Mike and Laura all read. And Lee all read. I don't know who that is. Maybe that's their baby. Maybe they had him color this stuff in with a crayon. It's the All Red family. Oh, that made me think of the Addams Family and how wonderful the only Addams Family to me is the 1964 to 66 TV series. Now that movie, the couple of movies that came out, everyone loves with Raul Julia, whatever, and Angelica Houston. I just think the TV show was better. I didn't really care for them. I really liked Christina Ricci as Wednesday Addams in those movies. Beyond that, the movie, I didn't really like the other characters. I guess Christopher Lloyd, I think it was Christopher Lloyd, right? That was Uncle Fester. He was okay. Yeah, he was good. He's good in everything. I didn't like the hand running around. I liked just the hand coming out. You don't know what is the hand attached to. I never really necessarily thought it was a severed hand. It was like it's coming from another dimension. That really, if you think about it, is the only supernatural element in the Addams Family. I mean, they have Cousin It, who's hairy, but you could grow hair and be a weird little dwarf in real life. Uncle Fester could make a light bulb light up. But everything else in the Addams Family was plausible, except for Thing, coming out of the box. Everything else, something, there were no supernatural. Morticia you assume she's a witch. She's not a vampire. Nobody's a monster. Nobody's immortal. In this new Wednesday Addams TV series on Netflix, everybody's some kind of meta-human supernatural creature, and they're Pugsley and Wednesday are going to some Professor X Harry Potter school, they have all these different kinds of monsters going there, like Monster High. Oh, and they have a Dr. Orloff in it that I think is maybe Christopher Lloyd, just as a severed head in a jar. And now everyone's going to think I stole that from the show. But Orloff is actually a family name. It was my great-grandmother was named Bertha Orloff, and it's also the name of some horror movie series from Italy called the Dr. Orloff, but that's not where, it's really a family name, legitimately. And I'd kind of like to change my name to that. Orloff is such a cool, it sounds like Karloff. Anyway, I did this thing, I used to joke about borax all the time, like constantly, borax. Back before I did a show on YouTube, I did it on whatever was the thing back then. Was it MySpace? Was it early Facebook? I don't know. I was always joking about borax. And then My friend Tom was really into this show on Friday night called Supernatural. He said, "You've got to watch it." And then they started talking about borax all the time. And I think borax killed a certain type of monster. And I thought, what are the chances these people just started to fixate on the word borax? Did they take it from me? I don't think they did. I think it was just a coincidence. But Tom was saying, I think they know who Grottu is. They're fixating on borax. I don't know. I used to think Tim Burton was pretty with it, with Ed Wood and everything. Now he just seems like he turns everything he touches into shit. Okay, this is Master Comics. So I just had where's that other Captain Marvel facsimile in here somewhere? Here it is. Perfect, as everyone is saying now. Perfect. It's all perfect. Perfect, perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Everything is perfect. Well, shit. This time next week, I'm going to be out filming. There'll be a Buddy Holly guy performing. There'll be vintage cars parading around. There'll be carnival rides right outside my house. So that'll be amazing and stuff. Okay, so you got to see some comic books, aren't you excited? No. Now I got to go test out my new DJing setup, and then maybe I'll go downtown and look at how they're painting up the buildings down there. You can come along with me. But I forgot to turn on the music, man. We've been doing all that without any music. Okay. I'm had this problem with planner. I'm good at pronouncing things, but I can't remember this damn thing. Plantar fasciitis, something. They say to sit down and stretch your foot. You can hear it cracking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I talked about this recently, and I asked if anybody watching has had this problem. Nobody said they had. I probably should pause the camera to do this. Dang. Okay, enough of this nonsense. Okay. Uh-oh, my wife's sending me a message that she needs some water. I'll go get it for her. I was heading that way anyway. I need some water too. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Ow. Ow. Okay. Oh, God damn. Oh, look at this. Callie the cat came up here and is sleeping. Callie, you came up here to be with me? I didn't know you were up here. That's pretty cool. What a delightful cat. Okay. I took the microphones down. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Okay. We'll be back again soon to the comic room. It may not be till next weekend, but some point. So, whoa, I overshot the floor. I wasn't paying attention. Well, okay. This cat's following me at every level I go to. And she's rubbing up. What a nice cat. She used to be the one that was the most scared when we first adopted them. Now she's the most clingy of them, of the two. Okay. Oh, I need a phone for down there to take requests, don't I? I'll use this phone. Whoa! Cat, don't go in front of me, man. I'm going to test out to see how the sound works. I don't remember taking the microphones to the basement, but I must have done it. Oh, I did bring him down.
She's a bad girl, but she don't mean no harm. She keeps all her exes hanging on her arm. I just want to hold her close. I just want to be like her. Someday when I grow up, I wanna be just like her. I wanna be just like her. I wanna be just like her.
I want to have it high enough so that you see there's no turntable there. You can't see that. That's Shirley Bassey. Let's jump shit. Hey man, it's WFUN 79 AM.
A long, long time ago, I can still remember how those comics used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance that I could make those people laugh. Maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I delivered. Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride. But something touched me deep inside the day Jack Kirby died. So bye-bye, Miss American Eagle, sitting with Sweetie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys were drinking whiskey and Sprite, singing, this'll be the day that I fight. This'll be the day that I fight. I wonder who wrote the book of love. Now do you believe in rock and roll, comic books and
They're a new breed of riders on a new kind of trip.
That was What Have They Done to My Song, Bob, by Melody, ladies and gentlemen, here on WFUN.
Who's the hottest cruise in Riverdale? Betty and Veronica. Where those
I scared the cat. You guys hear me okay? This might be more interesting than looking at the radio. So you put the record down and mime putting a needle. I need to probably be a little higher up, don't I? Yeah, that's better. Now you can't see. Remember when they used ABC used this like in 1976 is when they had a new season of TV shows? Still the one, we're still having fun, and we're still the one. Yeah. Oh, what garbage this one is.
Betty and Veronica
Anne Murray.
across the towns. Betty and Veronica,
Sills and Crofts.
they wear the prettiest gowns. And if you
Kenny Rogers. Oh.
you'll have a ball. 'Cause Betty and Veronica are
David Gates, Goodbye Girl. Is this the theme to that damn Richard Dreyfuss movie? Nobody watched that. Oh man, I hated Journey. Do you like Journey? You probably like Journey, don't you? Certain things that everyone likes that I hate, like Journey and Bruce Springsteen and U2 and... No, I don't mean you. I mean the band U2. I don't mean that I hate U2 like you also. I mean I hate the band U2. Of course, everyone hates them. Dial H for Hero.
Robbie Reed, when danger threatens. Robbie Reed uses his dial to become a superhero.
Waylon Jennings was kind of like a superhero. He had his own emblem.
Heroes at his command.
Look at this.
Dial H for hero. Dial H for hero.
That was his emblem. It's almost like Wonder Woman. Sue Thompson on Hickory Records. The Yellow Rose of Texas, Mitch Miller. You probably need to be closer.
And
That's probably better. Drop him now, man. Come on, man. Go down. Dial H for Hero here on WFUN. Who is this on the Grottu telephone, man? You want to hear what? Are you out of your fucking mind? Shut up.
we bring you love. Our bodies like marshmallow pies from outer space. We're from
The Maddox Brothers.
We're too hot for your greedy eyes. We're fire maidens. We're fire maidens. We're fire maidens.
I'm gonna hire a wino to decorate our house by David Frizzell.
In outer space.
Some of these,
Bring you
I bought like boxes from a shed of records, man. This is a vintage sleeve on a 1970s RCA record. But if I could get a Star Day record, I could put the sleeve with it, make it authentic. Look at this, it's such a cool sleeve.
don't say
Exclusively country and gospel, Star Day Records. They did a lot of rockabilly. From Nashville, Tennessee, the musical heart of America, Country and Gospel International.
we're fire maidens.
Preserving the heritage of American country music. Barbara Mandrell. Ah, shit. There's Barbara Mandrell, ladies and gentlemen. WFUN from Rural Retreat, Virginia. I'm your host, Grottu Orloff.
I like to go to sleep in the daytime, and I love the nighttime too. In the moonlight, my skin turns blue. I'm a pretty normal girl. I don't really need much from you, except one thing. I love reading.
Well, man, that was Waylon Jennings. In his early days when his voice was high.
Criminals, we're here to say,
Oh,
Tastic Man is here.
she's supposed to be saying about Plastic Man, but it doesn't sound like she's saying Plastic Man.
No, you don't like him.
This one didn't come out too good. Sometimes the robots go insane, man.
He's the kind of guy we love. Sings like an angel from above. Tastic Man, our hero. Oh, I'm a fucking psycho. I'm a fucking psycho.
It's the TikTok theme. I'm a fucking psycho by Sue Thompson on the Hickory label.
I'm a fucking psycho. I'm a fucking psycho. I'm a fucking psycho. I'm a fucking psycho. You got him.
Well, that's Kiss and Say Goodbye by the Manhattans, ladies and gentlemen, here on WFUN, the Grottu Orloff Show. Ha 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 ha! Fuck you.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, here we go now. Now, we got a new dance and it goes like this. It's called the Jeffrey Epstein Twins. Jeffrey Epstein Twins.
Well, I think that's good enough test. I'll
Keep the bloodline of Cain.
see how it sounds. You can't tell that there's not a turntable here. I can, put a record, look at a record, put it down here, and mime putting the tone arm on it. I can look like I'm taking requests from local teenagers for certain records. And I got my cowbells from my great-great-grandparents' farm in Texas down near where the Battle of San Jacinto happened. I got my Colt 45 beer. Let's see. I think this is going to be much better than just staring at a radio. I think that was too impersonal, and maybe that was causing people to not watch. I don't know. I could be wrong.
We're dancing in.
But the greatest superhero of them all is you, 'cause you give me the power.
WFUN 79 AM, man. It's September 14th, Saturday afternoon.
If you've seen all the other horror films, this is for you. More horror, more screams, and more fright than your wildest nightmares in Frankenstein's Bloody Terror. An all-new Super Shocker filmed in Chillerama 70mm and gory color. Now meet the Wolf Monster, a slashing, inhuman creature who prowls by night for new victims. Its terror beyond your most fearsome imagination as vampires, using the powers of witchcraft, summon the hideous Wolf Monster. Don't miss Frankenstein's Bloody Terror. It's a super shock spectacle of hideous horror in Chillerama 70 and gory color. Rated PG.
Now playing in a theater or drive-in near you. The number one song in Grottuville, ladies and gentlemen, it's Adolf Hitler. No, it's the Manhattans.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Welcome to the Psycho Sock Hop.
Fuck you.
Let's dance. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Welcome to the Psycho Sub Hub. Grottu Orloff playing the music of your life. Here on WFUN Radio. You know it. The mad scientist Savannah and the world's wickedest worm, and Captain Nazi and Mr. Adam are all taking their turn amongst a society of evil. The monster society of evil. The monster society of evil. The monster society of evil. We got the latest of magicians and the fiercest of heroes.
All right.
And I back the man with the devil's voice. You know he's
Okay, so I gotta go get dog food. Just remembered. Okay, so this is the setup I have here. And then I've got it on this tripod here. So that's the way it's, I have it right about here. And then this speaker and this speaker go into the stereo in here. So let's turn this stuff off. Save some electricity. Oh, this will look good. Look, I got some phony headphones I can put on. How about that, man? Does that make me look more authentic? Man, everything's falling into place, man. I've got some cool songs coming up for the next broadcast. I made a song sung by Mary Jane Watson called Face It Tiger, You Just Hit the Jackpot. About Peter Parker and Mary Jane's first date. It's that'll be a highlight of the next show. All kinds of great stuff. Songs about BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard, all your favorite companies, all kinds of stuff. This is what I used to do. I just put the old radios on top of this, and then I had that there. And here's some of the radios that I would use. But I don't know. I've always said people don't like impersonal YouTube stuff. They don't like it when people turn the cameras around and don't show the actual people. I understand these are at Ross or something. I bought that for my wife, but now apparently you can get them for $5 at Ross. That's what I hear. Okay. Let's come on, baby. Let's go downtown. Let's go look at what they're doing downtown for the big 3-day sesquicentennial celebration next weekend. Oh, man. That's the show that I was referencing a moment ago. Here are my shoes. The cat likes to drop thumbtacks into my shoes, so I better check them first. Let's see what evil contraband she's put into my shoes. Sometimes it'll be like the little bottle cap. She thinks she's bringing presents to me. It's not done in a malicious way. Oh, crap. The cats have opened the curtains. A sliver of sunlight is coming into the house. I don't like. See here? Here's a thumbtack that was probably just about to be put into my shoe. See how this sunlight's coming in? I don't like. That's bad because the sunlight was getting on this. See how it's getting on this 1967 magazine down here? Sunlight is evil. Well, sunlight's good, but sunlight's not good for old paper items, you know. You know that. Oh, sunglasses. What the fuck was that? Oh, shit. Are you all right there? Alan, come here. Alan. Did I step on your paw, Alan? I think I stepped on Alan's paw. Alan. Alan's pissed at me. See, the problem is if you're not careful, there's supposed to be doors here. There were doors here 80 years ago. I don't know. They took the doors out. So I have these blankets that my dad brought back from Vietnam, the Vietnam War, hanging here. And when you go through, the cats could be like right here. And I think I just stepped on Alan's paw. Yeah, you got to be careful. You're going to crush a cat going through there, man. That was not good. Okay. I'll show you one of the windows that got painted. He's gradually painting the house. My friend. That's yeah. It's been recently painted. I don't know if you can see that or not. Yeah. Gotta mow the lawn before next week. Okay, see, there's gonna be carnival rides that come all the way to where, right over here. So I could come out the door and walk, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 17, 18, 19, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can walk about 30 steps and get on a carnival ride because they're going to be right here, coming all the way down the street next week. That's what I understand. We'll see if that's the truth soon.
What I don't know is how much he was paid, but I can surmise it was not $28 million. But
Yonsei Pierre. Well, the clearly better football. Kawhi Leonard and his uncle Dennis.
com/Kent actually going to expedition.
way for companies of all sizes to provide health benefits.
Of 96. Now for a few weather conditions around the region.
It's 94 degrees according to my car thermometer here. So all this will be, there'll be a beer garden right here in front of this bar here. And this will all be carnival rides and stuff going down to the main square. The movie theater over there is going to have a series of historical pictures with narration by the guy that's painting my house. And this is the main square where they've been doing a lot of painting. Let me park here. There's gonna be all kinds of stuff going on. Buddy Holly band. Just recently painted this building. See this name at the top there, Timby. That guy built this building. He also built the house I'm living in, the Hotel Orloff, and he built this movie theater over here. He built a lot of these buildings, Timby, back early part of the 20th century. So this building over here is 1880. So, pretty neat. I gotta get dog food. Okay. Excuse me.
A slight chance of showers. A slight chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 70s. Chance of rain 20%. Again, the forecast for morning, Bedford, Mount Ayr, and surrounding locations for the rest of today, mostly sunny. Near steady temperature in the lower 90s. Southwest winds around 10 miles an hour with gusts up to 20 miles an hour. These are the 2 p.m. conditions for the Creston area. At the Creston Airport, it was sunny. The temperature was 95 degrees at dew point 63, and the relative humidity.
Let's go to the Dollar General. Ladies and gentlemen. bustling with tons of people, supposedly, right now. Nobody's out in the heat, man. It's pretty hot today. I just got to get some food for the dog, then all will be copacetic with the world.
It was mostly sunny. The temperature of 91 at Cedar Rapids and 88 at Sioux City. At Omaha Council Bluffs, it was partly sunny with a temperature of 96. Now for a few weather conditions around the region. At Grand Island,
The flag's supposed to be at half-mast until tomorrow.
degrees.
Oh well.
Index of 93.
Maybe they didn't get the memo.
It was partly sunny. The temperature was 19 degrees with a heat index of 90. At Minneapolis, St. Paul, it was mostly sunny. The temperature was 79 degrees.
Movie theaters got this remake of The Naked Gun with Liam Neeson. Kind of wanted to see it. Wife doesn't want to see it, so I'll just wait till it comes on. Whatever the heck you call it nowadays. Used to say, well, it comes on cable, but no one has cable anymore. Okay, well, I don't know if there's anything interesting for you to see in Dollar General. I kind of doubt it. I will, I'll do a radio show soon, now that I figured out my new system. I'll be seeing you guys soon.